Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So this is an order I got in from Ramshackle Games. I've got bits from them in the past and I've not been disappointed, and they're actually really good price range. They're surprisingly cheap for what they do, and they have a nice few selection of orc bits that they brought in recently, and they've got crazy stuff like the different kind of goblins and different bits and bobs for your actual orc boys, as well as they've got zap guns and all your big gun options and some squigs as well. So once I saw the squigs and some of the orc bits, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to make an order to see what kind of quality they are and if they kind of suit well with the 40k orc stuff. So I got a few little bits you'll see here. So these are a selection of heads. It's all resin, and it's this green resin, this, so it kind of stands out against any other companies. And you'll see, you might notice already that they're attached to this plate here for casting, obviously, but it's actually detailed, so that could be used as, base detail or terrain. And all the orc bits seem to be on that as well, so you could come out with a lot of bits and bobs for little bits of detail for terrain. But anyway, looking at the actual heads themselves, they're really nice, and they have different kind of look than obviously the 40k orcs. This guy's kind of like this Russian hat. Is that kind of Russian? He's got little sunglasses here, little glasses, as well as this kind of Viking pointed hat in the middle, and this cool, I don't even know what kind of helmet this would be, but just something different, you know what I mean, just to make your boys a little bit more unique. And I think this was £4 like for 3 heads, which really isn't that bad as it goes compared to other companies. If you look around, I've got a load of different companies bookmarked, just like third party bits for orcs, and I think Ramshackle are really some of the best prices going. And they do some nice, like I said, selection of bits. They do so many other kind of sci-fi bits and bobs as well. Some crazy robots, mad vehicles as well that are very, very orky if you'd like to get into the vehicle side of it. Now these are some goblin legs, and they are in some weird different poses that, same again, you're not going to get these with other companies. Like these two here are pretty standard, kind of standing up, but this one is kind of like kneeling down. But look, I saw this on the website and I thought, look, this is perfect for, this could be mounted on a squig, right? So if I'm kind of sculpting my own squigs, when I was to put goblins or grots on them, I was thinking, oh, I have to like resculpt the legs and everything like that. It's just a bit more work. But this, I think, would really work on top of a squig. Maybe you could break them a little bit and angle them a little bit better, but the majority of the work would be done. So I think that's a good purchase. I'll get good use out of these. And same again, look at that. That's a nice big chunk of resin for some detail. But look, these are one of the other big reasons. These are actually the orc legs, and they've got a weird selection, right? So this guy's kind of sitting down on a vehicle. You can see he's kind of put his legs together. I don't actually have one to hand, but if you can imagine like an orc torso. So he's kind of like nearly on a little couch or something. So that's just a savage orc boy bit there, but they might fit a bit better if it's an actually 40k orc boy with the kind of rounded ball joint, if you understand me, from the boys kit. So that's the different selection here. So you got two here. That's pretty standard. That's normal standing up. Nice detail on it though. You know, it fits in really well with the 40k range. This guy's sitting down again. This guy, I'm not sure, but he could be, he's a little bit leaned over, but seemed kind of normal. Nice big chunk of terrain there. Good detail. Like if you're looking to fill up an orc battlefield, orc team battlefield, you get a few bits from here, and you're kind of get a few bits from the orc bits from Ramshackle, and you're kind of halfway there, I'd say. Now they do have a bit of cleanup to do, but it's just flash really. There's nothing much to it. There's that other kind of kneeling pose that could, I think, would work really well on the back of a squig. And this one as well, sitting down. He's kind of sitting to the side like this. And this one, if you can imagine them all kind of standing up on squigs, holding on to the side, I think they work really well. So I was pretty happy with that, to be honest. Oh look, there's more here. So it wasn't a huge order I made, but I'd got some other their beasts. I can't remember the name of them now, a good while ago, and I use them for kind of squig beasts as well. So if you want to check out that, they have some good options. Yeah, look, these are even more. This guy's kind of kneeling down. This guy's kind of, what would you say? What kind of pose is that? But very strange, kind of different ones if you want to do some fun different conversions, or even these would be good for orcs, like sitting up against a bar or something like that, just chilling. You know what I mean? But same thing, look, a big chunk of terrain right there as well. That's kind of free really, because it's just for the casting. All this as well, I wouldn't really be too bothered with that. It's very easy to clean up. But I'm looking forward to kind of doing something silly with these poses, as well as working them into some conversions. Now, they offer this really funny option. I haven't seen any other company do this, and I think it's 150 gram. 1 second, I'll just check the website. Yeah, of bits, right? And it's a tenner. It's £10. And what I had contacted him and I said, look, I'm doing some orcs. Can you put me in some miscast orc bits? So this is miscasts. These are things they can't sell usually. So if you're into conversions, if you're into kind of lucky bags, into kind of like using some bits, this is a tenner. This was a tenner for all this resin, okay? And fair enough, usually you don't get, you know what you're going to get, but this says miscast goblins, okay? So I'm totally down for that. And I was really surprised with how much I got. So this, I still have to clean this. I'll have to, give it a bit of a wash. If you see here, like, these are some quality bits. Like, I have no idea what this is, but that's a cool engine. And look, all that it is maybe just some air bubbles here. I'll just put a bit of plastic card or green stuff or something there. Mold line, clean that up, no problem. And that could be like a big engine out of the back of a truck, or it could be a part of a zap gun. You got these exhausts. Now I've cleaned these up slightly already. Like that popped on the back of a vehicle, they're good to go. I actually got loads of extra legs. Like, these are fine. Like, this, it's crazy. Like, look, wow, like that's fine. That's a little bit of green stuff. Absolutely no bother. So if you're used to green stuff or fixing up bits or conversions anyway, there's really not a lot of work. Like, look, you put a plastic card there, give him a little bum plate, fix up the back of his leg, his foot, you're grand. Loads more legs, like, and so many of these. So I think these are their goblin riggers. For, I don't know, if you're making a big stomper or something like that, and you want some grots kind of running around it. This guy seems, he's totally fine. What's wrong with him? His nose, that's it. Like, I could take his whole face off and sculpt a new face on, and you have a whole new goblin. Or just give him a different shaped nose. Like, there's so many. Like, I was so surprised with how many I got. Now, that was because I specified that I was doing orcs, but I got so many, like, good bits. Like, there's another pair of legs. I got tons of extra pairs of legs. I got loads of little goblin bits, so I can really go crazy with them. Look at these. Like, the set of the legs that I showed you first, I think it was £12. Let me check. Yeah, £12, which is as good as you're going to get, actually cheaper than other companies, honestly. And just to let you know, I'm not sponsored by Ramshackle or anything like this. I'm just surprised really with how much stuff I got, and being a converter and everything. This is legit. Like, this is just the basis for great conversions. Like, this guy, I actually cut his leg off because I wasn't bothered, and I was like, I can just give him a peg leg. But like, you could really go crazy with this. I'd probably take this hat off, put a squig on his head, maybe put the squig tail going into his mouth, and he's chewing on the squig's tail while it's on his head. You know what I mean? Give him a little peg leg, some arms, and that's another little character, Yeah, there's so many there. It's just a really great option, and I think it's just orc bits you can use for this kind of bits bag. And I don't know what else to kind of show you here, but like, there's big bits like this. This is the top of their zap gun. That's pretty cool. Like, honestly, that could be cool as a spaceship. Like, that's the back of a spaceship, like really small scale, big huge spaceship. Like, yeah, okay, I'm just playing with it now, but you know what I mean. It's kind of a big zap gun. Same thing with the sprue here. Loads of terrain. Now, there's some really weird bits. Like, I have no idea what this is from, and this bit's a bit wank. But like I said, this is all miscast, so it's meant to be. But this could be used as a base for a nice chunk to build off of for, a big gun, or some kind of a, I don't know, big truck or something like this, or a bike. And this, like, I don't know what this is from. I'm sure if I looked at their website, it would kind of show me what it could be from. That's another bit like that, so I could use them for some dev copters or something, or jet bikes. That'd be pretty cool. But like, this was a tenner. Like, and you can specify, oh, I'm more into vehicles or something like that, or I'm more into weapons, and they might, they say, okay, look, we'll try do our best and give you a few bits like that, and it's just class. Like there's so many good bits. I did get some squigs as well, so this is their versions of squigs, which are pretty cool. Some a bit different, and I've cleaned these up slightly. Honestly, if they're miscast, they're not by much. Like a few little bubbles, and just their horns here. But like that's fine. Like you can fill that in so easily. So that's another little squig, and this guy a different style again. Really cool. He almost looks like a Tyranid actually. He's got Tyranid influence here with this. But yeah, look his tail. That's grand. I could give him a new tail. I don't mind. But so many bits, guys. So many bits. I'd say if you're looking to get some bits for yourself for Christmas. Well, I actually really like. I sound like I'm sponsored by these guys, but I'm actually not. If you want to get some miscasts, if you want to work away and do some conversions. What the hell? This guy isn't even miscast. What's wrong with this guy? There's nothing wrong with this guy. He looks fine to me. Maybe they just gave me a proper one. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, cool. But there's loads there. I think that order was maybe, including postage, like 34, 32 euro, something like that. And there's loads to work on. But yeah, that's kind of my review of my package from Ramshackle. I'm pretty happy, to be honest. Just loads of great bits for the bits box and for potential for future conversions. Trying to get a good picture for the thumbnail. Yeah, I'm pretty, like, guys, that's pretty cool. And they have a different selection of heads and weapons, and they have their own version of a buggy. What else? Loads of big guns, like I said. So yeah, Ramshackle Games. Check out their website, and yeah, let me know what you think. Leave in the comments. Oh, look at this! Wow, I actually didn't see this before. It is a little robotic arm. That's legit. That's cool. That's like a Grot Power Claw or something. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'll catch you next one. Thanks for watching. Good luck.